Hey guys, DMS here. Today I have for you the Audio-Technica AP2000ti, and it's an absolute train wreck. Let's check it out. Now do me a favor, if you want to see more videos like this, click that subscribe button down below. If you want to support the channel and ask me questions directly, you can on the Telegram chat, or you can get active in the community on Hi-Fi Guides. Audio-Technica's made some really good headphones over the year, like the R70X. I still recommend that headphone to this day for people who are doing mastering and need a headphone. A lot of people like the AP700, the AP1000, the AP2000. The 5000's pretty good too. But this headphone is something special. The AP2000ti costs more than $1,000. It is listed as a titanium headphone, and it is super light. It weighs nothing. The pads are comfortable. The headband is, well, it's not. There is basically no padding. This is just straight plastic right here. So it is really hard, but the pads are nice. The leather feels very premium though on the headband and on the pads. You can take the pad off to see a classic Audio-Technica driver in here, of a pretty good size actually for a dynamic. And the pads fit back on pretty easy using a standard pad ring, so you could swap these pads if you want, though I didn't have a lot of luck with that. The adjustment mechanism on the side is fine. It's lightweight. It doesn't hold super well, but it holds well enough. And while the headband is really lacking in padding, the headphone is light enough that it kind of saves the headphone in comfort. I just find myself shifting around often, forward and backward, to try and find a new spot as this makes the top of my head sore. It comes with a case and a bunch of different cables. We have a 3.5mm that is pretty short, which is good for portable use. This is a closed back headphone. A very long 3.5mm and a 4.4 Pentacon. And there's a case in the case for your cables. It's a standard hard case, nothing fancy, not much to talk about. So let's talk about sound. The sound of this headphone isn't going to be all downsides. There are a couple things that it does really well. The problem is the things that it struggles with ruin the rest of it. This headphone suffers from a problem that many headphones I've reviewed over the years have suffered from, and that is excessive sibilance. The bass on this is actually pretty good. It's pretty flat sounding bass with some actually pretty decent sub bass. The mid-range is nice, it's textured, it's reasonably detailed, and the treble is actually extremely detailed. There's just way too much of it. This is an absolute treble murder factory from hell. A headphone that sits almost on the threshold of the Ultrasone 580i's in terms of sibilance, and still more so than the DT990 Pro. It is a headphone that was designed either to please someone who has 20 to 30 decibels of treble hearing loss, or just wants to give themselves tinnitus. Can it be modded to be saved? I'm not sure. I considered the idea of trying to put things in here to cover the driver to try and reduce its treble response, but truth be told, it didn't entirely seem worth it because of the comfort. I couldn't even gauge the sound stage of this headphone because the brightness and sibilance was so overwhelming, so distracting, that I couldn't tear through to figure out if things had any level of depth to them. And that's really disappointing because this, with its level of detail, could have been such a strong contender. If this didn't have nearly as much sibilance, and if it had just a tiny bit more padding on top, this would be a monster of a closed back headphone, something absolutely fantastic. But those two oversights are so huge, it makes me wonder what happened. Audio-Technica is an experienced, well-known, established brand. I feel like they, by this point, should have already learned their lessons in how to tune things properly. It's disappointing, it's unfortunate, but that's how it is. If this is still something that you're interested in, it is very easy to power. I might try modifying this headphone to see what I can do. I'd have to add some more padding to the top. I don't know if I'm going to or not. Let me know. How about that? Leave me a comment. Let me know if you want me to try modding this headphone and see if I can make it any better. I don't have a lot of confidence in it, but sure, it could be possible. That said, if you do have moderate hearing loss, and if you don't mind not having a lot of padding on top, this might be a good solution because, truth be told, I could see this compensating for gaps in some people's hearing, and aside from the treble, everything else about it was great. Ugh, what a mess. I feel like there's not a whole lot more to say here. Some treble is always a good thing. Sometimes brightness can be nice too, but
to this level, it just doesn't make any logical sense at all whatsoever. It's far too extreme to be anywhere within the realm of what could or could not be a subjectively enjoyable sound signature, and passes way, way, way into the zone of just straight up painful. AP2000ti. I think I'm gonna cut this one short, end it right there. I have another video I need to film today, and I think I'm gonna go on and skip on over and start doing that. So, like I said, like this video if you liked it, leave a comment, let me know if you think I should mod this thing or what I should do. Other than that, if you want to get active in the community, you can at forum.hifigods.com, and as always, don't forget to stick around and subscribe for more videos like this in the future. Till the next one, guys. Peace.